Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to another live stream on the channel. It's our very first live stream of 2019. Happy New Year, everyone. What better way to kick off the year than starting back with our fancy colony that's been surviving fairly well here in Oxygen Unincluded. This is, of course, the Space Hamlet. It's been a little while since we played. I apologize I didn't really have too much going on last week stream-wise. I was hoping I would have a little bit more time to do streaming and things last week, but it turned out being a bit of a busy week with the kids off and the holidays and everything. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas if you celebrate, or if you don't, that you had a wonderful Tuesday last week. And a good New Year as well. So, this is the colony we've been working on for a little while. If you haven't been keeping up with it, we're in pretty good position food-wise. We have like 102,000 kilocalories worth of food. Oxygen levels are good. We have an incoming supply of water. We have a decent oxygen supply system down here that's working to provide cooled oxygen for us. So temperatures in the colony, while being a little bit on the warm side in some areas, for the most part, are okay. And in general, I think the colony is doing all right. We've only had a single death so far, even though I made space for plenty, you know, because I had the sneaking suspicion that we might see a couple more. But so far, we've been fairly lucky, and everything's been going fairly well. What I want to tackle today is working on some stuff that we started last time. So we'll see if we get a chance to sort of knock a few of those things out of the park. Up top here, I was clearing out a space here to let the polluted water run away so I could recapture this ground. And then ultimately we're going to take the polluted water that's up here and probably flush it all the way down bottom and try to pool things together down here so that I have a bit of a reservoir to work on. Because what I want to start doing is expanding out the colony a little bit and making some space. With this upgrade for the quality of life, I thought it'd be neat to create something that's kind of like the Ritz-Carlton sort of thing for duplicants. So we're going to try and create a bit of a fancy living quarters for them to live in. And that's going to take definitely a lot more colony space than what we have now. So there's going to be some expansion needed for that. And that might also position us to try to get a few more duplicants in the colony as well. But welcome everyone who's here in the chat so far. If you're watching this on the channel afterwards, welcome as well. Kids do monopolize Christmas. They really do. You know, the funny thing is, like, I stream late at night, so my kids, it's not like my kids are up right now. I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night my time. So I could still technically stream later at night, but I was just so tired and kind of wiped out that I didn't end up doing a lot of streaming. So, we'll get back on schedule for our normal streaming routine, hopefully this week. And then everything will go, you know, a little bit more as planned. I'm going to build up here and get some more water as well. This water down here, if you didn't see last time as well, we started cleaning this. We're sending it up through this water sieve, and then the water sieve is sending the water down here into this cold biome, which is fortunately staying pretty cold, all things considered. So we're sending it down to this cold biome, and then it's cycling back up into the colony, and then we're sending it into the water reservoir here to try to refill this because, you know, things are getting a little bit on the low side here. I probably should try to use this water a little bit to do some other cooling in the colony as well, though. If we set up some piping to branch off of this, so if we do a liquid bridge here, and then we'll do a return bridge over here. I'm going to need bridges here and here as well. And then I'm going to use some radiant piping. And we'll just try to cool off this space in here. Now, it's going to warm up the water a little bit, so I have to be a little bit careful of that. Maybe I don't want all this to be radiant piping. Let's maybe just put in like little bits of radiant piping instead. Just little bits, so that we get like a little bit of intermittent cooling in here, like that. And then I'll use regular piping for the rest of it. That way I don't run out of refined metals quite as easily. And that'll give us a little bit of cooling in the area where we're producing some heat, and that might help manage some of the heat we're producing as well. We didn't start a space program yet, so we need to wait for Dupe's death. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, we had lots of duplicates dying off there. It's not kind of weird to me. I'm used to listening to you at 1.5 times speed. Well, Aiden, I could try speaking more quickly, but then it gets really difficult to understand me, so I probably shouldn't do that. And I'm dumping water where I didn't intend to. I forgot about the likelihood of the water spreading out and not just dropping straight down. A minor error on my part. This is really overflowing here. We might have to do something to try to get rid of this water here a little bit too. We can send it up into a chlorine pocket and put it into a reservoir to kill the germs off, and then send it back down into the other polluted water, I suppose. That would probably help. We should set up some research because we're getting close to getting all the core research finished anyway. There's obviously the research that's up here that we have to do space exploration for that we won't be able to get to. But some of this other stuff we can grab. There's only a couple more things left to research, and then the research systems will just be sitting idle. And I'll probably actually disassemble them until we need them later, just so that we don't, just wasted power resources. Well, I mean, it doesn't use the power if it's just sitting there, but it is warm, so let's just save the heat, I guess. Good to see you back. How's my character doing? Everybody's doing fine. We've only had 1 death so far. All the rest of the duplicants are still alive. Carter Clark is the only duplicant, unfortunately, that died off due to an unfortunate accident that may have been caused by a certain degree of inattention and a fair degree of suffocation. Down here, too, I also set up a system to do some cleaning. This is not quite... Okay, you know what? Let's disconnect right here. Deconstruct this. I set up a system down here to scrub some CO2 out as well. Because we kind of have this sitting at the upper layer of where our CO2 sits. Now, I want to keep a certain amount of CO2 because we have our mushroom farm down here that's producing food for our colony. But I don't really want the CO2 to rise up too high. So I'm going to start to scrub it out. And we'll kind of keep a layer down here that's maybe clear. And then below this, we'll have a layer of CO2 that can still stay at relatively high pressure. Excuse me, had a cough. Still have that lingering cough, unfortunately, from being sick a few weeks ago. Darn thing just doesn't want to go away. Yeah, mistakes were made. Happy goof year. How's my back? My back's all right. It's still there. I actually have to go for another procedure tomorrow morning. I'm getting another shot in my spine, which should just be a joy. They tried it once before to see if they could reduce the swelling in the nerve that affects my leg, but unfortunately it didn't do anything. So they're going to try going down one disc and seeing if the nerve branching out there is more effective. So we'll see what happens. Otherwise, it's all right. I mean, it's manageable. Mostly just inconvenient, to be honest. Let's mop this up. I think I'm going to leave the water sitting down here. It'll actually keep some of those things at the bottom a little bit cooler. Well, actually, no, you know what? It's going to turn it into steam. It's going to get too hot. So maybe we'll clean that up, too. Hey, Michael. I'm doing well, thanks. Looking forward to 2019. Hopefully being a good, strong year. Get some stuff done. See our channel grow a little more. That'd be kind of cool. How's this piping doing here? Okay, there's one little pipe segment missing. Just one. And it's because they don't have enough materials. All right, so let's cancel this. We'll do just a regular pipe in here. We'll connect that up with just regular pipe. And then down below here, we're actually going to... Surprised, actually, that this is doing this. We'll deconstruct right here. I thought I would prioritize going through the shunt, but I guess it's not yet because it wasn't completed. So now we have that. There's one little segment here that's not finished either. Get that done, and then we'll be all finished. There we go. That can start flowing through. We did make another mess on the floor because I specialize in spilling water. Oh my gosh. We spilled lots of water. Get all that mopped up. Kicked off 2019 the right way, sick as a dog. Isn't that often how it works? Your definition of all right confuses you. It's all relative. All right is a relative term, really. I'm not running any marathons, but I'm also not flat on my back, so I call that all right. Okay, so over here, I've got too much liquid here. I need to spread this out enough that I can actually mop it up, because I want to get this polluted water out of here. Make a little more use of this space. This is also full of polluted oxygen, which is fairly germy. So we got to get rid of the germs that are in there also. I'm kind of thinking I might seal this off as its own separate room, and I have two ideas of, about either A, moving our rock granulator into this space, which is what I was thinking of before, and then also putting in something to make some exosuits in there, and then we can actually maybe supply it with oxygen, so the people that are in there can actually breathe. But this area in here this is already functioning. It's already got oxygen, so I'm not sure if I'm in a rush to do that. Maybe I should just work on trying to cool this space a little bit instead. It's kind of crazy hot in there. Can they mop yet? Show me the mopping. There we go. Finally spread it out enough. Hey, Toaster Man, how you doing? Welcome back, Fox. Miss the Oni streams. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thanks, Angel Assassin. Hope you had a good Christmas as well. Oh my gosh, look at, there must be a lot of water here because he's mopping like crazy. Oh, it's Jinx. Jinx is mopping like crazy. Go, Jinx. Oh. Just keep mopping. I know there's a lot, but you can do it. They took out the radiant pipe that's over your stove, so they may want to put it back. No, I put a regular one in there, actually, so it's okay. I have, oh, they did take all of it. Sedimentary pipe. Well, let's see what it's doing temperature-wise. You know what? I'm not super worried about it. That cooled it down perfectly. The water coming in here is still 13 degrees, so that actually works great. I might actually get to the point where I want to reduce the amount of radiant piping I have here, because it might get a little too cold. The pipes are blue. But that's good. So that sort of negated the heat issue that we were producing over here. I'd like to do maybe something similar with the bathrooms, but I'm not really in a huge rush for that, I don't think. It's not crazy hot over there. It's just kind of on the warm side. Happy New Year, Alexis. Why waste the oxygen? Breathing's an option. Yeah, it's an option right up to the point where you're just not doing any of it anymore, and then you're... and then they're not functioning so well. Where do I have this water flowing right now? So I have it flowing into there, flowing into here. They must still be using this fairly regularly. I should actually swap these sinks out. How do I have my water set up? If I run a water line all the way across here, then I can actually set up a sink and resupply all the way back across the other side. It's kind of a lot of excess piping, but it'll save some of the water that I'm consuming right now that I'm actually dumping into this space over here and then not really getting to recapture at the moment. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's just deconstruct this. Hopefully it'll empty it as a bottle and not just dump it all on the floor, because Lord knows I made enough of a mess already. Wallace Lima with the super chat. Thanks for the super chat, Wallace. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the support. Where's that? Oh, sinks are in medicine. What am I thinking? We could build an apothecary, but I have yet to use it. So I probably shouldn't really be in too much of a rush. Okay. I'm going to use insulated piping across here, so I don't overheat my gardens. I have to leave this pipe intact, so I guess I can just go up this way. Who's suffocating and why? Just gonna double check. Every now and then, I've accidentally stranded a duplicant and not recognized where they were, but okay, I think they're all right. They got clear. Okay, we also need oh boy, I'm actually gonna, this is gonna tap a lot of water out of this system. We might actually mess up our bathroom supply for a moment. I might need to connect the pipe right in here to feed everything in. We'll see how much of the water actually spreads out down this way. It should split at 50-50, so it should be okay, I think. Definitely our overflow will stop being used for a little bit. And then this pipe here, I think I'll run it up into the ceiling. Oops. Run it up in the ceiling and send it all the way back. Pipes in the cold biome are breaking. Are they? Yes, they are. It's gotten a little bit too cool out here. They must have had a little bit of the water freeze in the pipe. Probably, actually, when I had this system not finished yet, I had already broken the pipe here, and the water was standing still. So probably it took some damage while the water was standing still, but now the water coming through here is still like 17 degrees. So it shouldn't be breaking any more, I don't think. I think it'll be alright. Fairly certain. If not, I guess we'll have to fix it. Which means I probably should do a little bit more of our gold amalgam here too. They'll go repair them actually when I make the more gold amalgam for them. And then we'll just have to kind of keep an eye on them, because if they keep breaking, then we're going to end up spending a bunch of bunch of resources in there that I really don't want to spend. So, I mean, we probably, to a certain degree, we could convert some of these pipes even back to just regular piping. My only concern is that right now it's coming out of here at a really nice temperature. And if I impact the cooling a little bit too much, I don't want it to mess up the whole system on me. We'll see. Okay, they got this all mopped up, so that's good. We can actually... I was going to say we could break in here, but I guess we can. We have this sealed off with the CO2. Maybe I'll have them mop this off also. Let's dig out all the area that's in here. I'm going to keep it separated for now, because as it stands... Well, the germs are kind of already getting in here. Yeah, we'll see. Let's dig it out here. We got this, and then I'll end up opening it up here, and we're going to seal it off with its own wall, actually. At least most likely I will. I don't know. I'm a little indecisive at the moment. They can't reach this ladder, so let's throw another little ladder in here. I think they finished my research, so we can do the next bunch. Or, well, next little bit, I guess. We don't even have a bunch left. Catalytics, so we can get Oxalite Refinery and the Molecular Forge. Dupes cannot harvest in the cold biome. Why not? I thought I turned on all the harvesting down there. Hold on. Where is it? There we go. I mean, I have all the harvesting turned on, so they should be able to gather it. This one here they can't get to because they need a little ladder, but... Most of the rest of the cold biome I think they should be okay with. As far as I know, they can reach it all. He's standing in the freezing water. He's getting hypothermia for sure. Almost guaranteed. Oh, this is why they can't harvest. Okay, hold on. Now they should be able to reach it. Okay. We got it. May want an overflow on the other side of the sink to stop water movement issues. Hold on a second here. Let's adjust this. Other side of the sink to stop water movement issues. No, I think for the moment it's okay. It's going to take a little bit for it to refill the pipe to get the right amount of water volume in here, but I think this should be functional. These sinks aren't going to be 100% online, unfortunately, for a moment. Well, it cleans up enough water to get through it, but I think it'll be okay. And it didn't require us to input any additional water, so that will save them from pumping this water out as much, which means we won't draw this down quite as much. Who made a mess? Of course you did. Why wouldn't you go up there? Well, drat. I got germs in water I didn't really want to have germs in. Okay, let's, Come on, you guys. It just finished fixing all this stuff. Try to lower the water level a little. There we go. Okay, if we can get somebody up here building a ladder, that would be great. Let's get these guys out of here. Oh, Cerberus is actually sleeping inside of a puddle. Oh, and now Ken's like... How are you not suffocating? I don't understand. Oh, holding their breath while they're sleeping. That's a skill right there. You don't see that every day. Let's do priority 7 on this ladder. Let's get them out of there. Granted, I could dig down and they could walk out, but my problem is I just separated all this water. I really don't want to have to do it all again. That'd be a nuisance. Alright, they can get out at least. Nobody died. It was a crisis averted. How's your day been? Not bad, thanks. Been doing pretty good. Dupe's still being duped, and Dupe's being duped still in 2019. Yeah, they haven't learned any new tricks, that's for sure. Still got the same old stuff going on. Okay, let's, how do I want to tackle this space? I really want to have my oxygen room in here, I think. I want my duplicants to have a convenient system to get out with the suits. So I think I'm going to set up set up our little control space in here to have a CO2 lock. And I'm going to seal off the whole top of this. That's not really a lot of room for suits, though. I mean, I'll have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, granted, I can probably break this CO2 lock here afterward if I can deal with the chlorine and stuff that's up here. If we can get rid of that, I could create a direct route into here, because I have another lock right here, so I could build this ladder up and let the duplicants have a short route into the coal room and stuff. And then break this out, and that'll give me more room for suits, I guess. Probably should actually start to build something to even make them. Alright, so that'll be in our refinement, I think. Not a refinery. Nope. Stations? Stations. Textile loom. No, not that. I want the exosuit forge. I'm going to plop that right in here. Okay, good. The sink's all filled up now. Everything's got max water. Perfect. 30% stress. Cerberus sleeping in that dirty puddle apparently was not their favorite thing to do. Does anyone notice less cool steam geysers near the starter biome? That's possible. It's possible. I mean, we have one geyser over here. Oh, they actually built their whole way up here now. We have one geyser over here. Polluted water vent. Okay, that'll come in handy. We do need to dig it out a little bit more. And I'm actually going to need to build a space for this polluted water to even flow into. So I guess I should just... Oh, man, look at all this iron down here. Alright, let's grab the iron that's here. We'll create a space, actually, that this polluted water can kind of dump into. And then we'll uncover this. And that'll give us a source of water. I'm really curious to see what kind of volume that's going to move. Eruption period. 297 seconds every 696 seconds. 9.1 kilograms per second. At 30 degrees Celsius. So that's actually not bad. Germs. Food poisoning. It's got food poisoning germs in it? That's weird. Alright. We can't analyze it till we get a better scientist. Welcome to the stream, Plenty. Tide Day? What's Tide Day? Happy Chris Hana Kwanzaa Dawn in Ivis Nalia Tide Day. What on the earth is Tide Day? The way you say exosuit sounds like you're saying exosuit. Okay. Exosuit. What temp? It's at 30 degrees Celsius, so that's actually not that bad. That's fairly manageable. It's warm, but... Nope. Who got slime lung? Jaden got slime lung. No, it's Arpy, actually. Arpy's got it. Alright, Arpy, you better report to the medical table here. Tell me you've got this. Okay, that's assigned to you. That's good. Go get some treatment. Hanging around in the germy air too much. So this air up here is like really stinky. Like it's really bad. Let's get some deodorizers in here to try to fix this. The polluted oxygen is going to sit up a little bit higher, so we'll just do... Actually, I can put one there. Put one up here too. We'll get that cleaned up. It can't hurt to have some of this cleaned up too. I'm gonna destroy this ladder because my intention is gonna be once they get the deodorizers in here, I'll seal this off and let it convert what's in here, kill off the germs. The germs, though, that's not gonna be fun. Ah, it's just a little germy. It's still good. It's still good. Jess Stewart with the super chat. Probably not first super chat of the new year. Thanks, Jess. Appreciate it. Looking at my super chat list, it looks like the first one might have been retracted. So I don't know. The message was retracted anyway. Research complete. Complete. Okay. Renewable energy and animal control. And then celestial detection. And that's pretty much... Oh no, we can actually go to basic rocketry. Yeah, so I guess we got a little more to do. little more research for our scientists to work on. Who is suffocating? Ooh, air is actually dropping a bit. So I cleaned up some CO2 using this. Oh, actually, did they sever that? Yeah, that's severed. This is cleaning up a little CO2 down here, but it's not exactly... It's not exactly doing a ton, but it definitely created some more space for the air to expand into. Who is doing all the suffocating? You guys have a way out, like, honestly. Learn to hold your breath or something. Okay. I can now seal this off. Assuming a duplicant doesn't run in there before someone builds it. Which is a pretty big assumption with these guys. It's supposed to be Yule. Bum. Might want to put some airflow tiles in there also. What, in this space? Well, my intention in here is just to seal this off, almost like hermetically seal it, and let it convert it all to oxygen so we can kill off all the germs that are in it. So now that's all sealed. Oh, actually, that was silly. I left the slime in there, so that's going to keep off-gassing. And the germs are going to stay. My bad. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Ramadan, Festivus, Saturnalia, Yuletide. Oh, I see. Yuletide, I got it. Boxing Day. Got some spellings wrong. Ultimate PC Winter Festival Holiday. Portmanteau. Too many holidays. Let's just say I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. Regardless of what you were celebrating. I really actually, I had this really delusional thinking that I was actually going to get a lot more done. I really didn't. Happy New Year's and aloha from Hawaii. Thanks, Roy. Can I just say how much I love hearing their cute little footsteps scurrying? They're kind of cute doing everything, really. Walking, running, suffocating. You know, they're just cute little guys. Okay. I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to put a door in here. I don't even need to dig it. I'm going to put a door in here just because I want them to collect the slime that's in here so it'll stop producing pollution. I'll let it convert everything else. Okay, in our stations, we're going to need probably a lot more refined metal, but here's our ammo suit checkpoint. We'll put that in here. Guess we can deconstruct our ladder. Rich in games, where my wallet? Our new Steam sales. Oh yeah, the Steam Winter Sale. It's so easy. You know, it's funny. Someone was sharing some statistics from Steam with me not that long ago. It was something like 86% of the games that people buy or something never get played. It's insane. That's probably a bit of a higher number than what it really is, but it struck me funny that there's just so much that people buy on Steam that they never get around to playing. Walking, running, suffocating, and pee. Oh yeah, they die cute. They do. It's tragic, but it's still cute. They do everything cute. Duplicants can't help themselves. Okay, I'm really looking forward to them not suffocating anymore. This will be nice. Please stop with the suffocations. There's not enough CO2 in here to create a seal. That's not great. That's not great at all. Alright, let's take this out. No, I really should leave that. Hold on. I need CO2 to settle in here. Out here, there is a mix of carbon dioxide and polluted oxygen, but there's just not enough CO2. This seal needs to get up to this level before it's going to stop the incoming flow of other chemicals and stuff. Let's see if I have to sweep this junk. Get rid of the junks. The suffocation noises are driving me nuts. Yeah, great. I have like 18 hours on Frostpunk and 5,000 hours on Dota 2. Yeah. You know, it's one of those things where you see a game and it looks interesting and you're like, oh, I'd really kind of like to check that out and see what it's like. So you grab the game, and then you realize you're still playing like a certain core set of games that you just don't play as, you know, you don't expand out as much as you might like to. It's hard. Too many options. Drowning in choice. Let's throw another deodorizer here. It's not quite getting up to this one so much. Yeah, that disinfecting needs to stop. Disable disinfect. Where else have we got germs in here? Disable disinfect. Disable disinfect. Save your time, buddies. Can't stop progress. Put a coal generator in the slimy room? Well, I have the coal generators up here already. So I'm not really in a rush to move them. You're right, it would produce some CO2 in there, which would be handy. The trouble is the CO2 would sit in this lower area anyway, and then I'd have to try to get it up and over the lip of this to get into the main area. Might be easier if I just in there. Evie with a super chat. Hi, first stream with my kids. Z Draven, Riley, and Leia. Or Z Draven, Riley, Leia. Thanks, Evie. Appreciate the super chat. Thanks so much for the support. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're able to make it. You picked a good game. I'm a big fan of Oxygen Not Included. Let's wrangle this guy. Wow, how was he like that far on the ground? Clearly not down that low. Well, we cleaned up the CO2 nicely. I actually should put a little sensor in here because I don't want it to... Oh. Never mind, we need materials. Now, we could probably make some iron at this point. Where's our raw metals? Metal ore, 16 tons of iron, 22 tons of gold. Yeah, we got a fair amount of stuff. I guess we could make more gold. Nah, we'll make iron. Let's make some iron. I'm going to put a sensor in here so we can detect the type of gas that's here. And I'll have it set up so that if the CO2 is not up above this point here, I won't even bother turning this thing on. I kind of like the gases to build up a little more down there. Keep a good solid layer at the bottom. I know you bought a Star Wars game bundle and you haven't touched most of them. Yeah, it's just how it is. It's hard to find the time. Hey, Connor, welcome to the stream. Just waterlock it because I love the suits on. Oh, yeah, that's an idea. We could do that. That's probably not a bad way to go. Let's just throw this in here. We'll let them build that, and then we'll throw a little waterlock in there. I was thinking of actually giving them a direct route to get up here, but I don't know if I want to deal with all the nasty gases up here. I might actually just let them use the suits to go in and out of the coal room. Maybe what I'll do is I'll have like an emergency door that I can unlock if we have an issue with power systems. Because if I run out of power here, we might have an issue with the suits not being accessible, and then they may not be able to go do what we need them to. I wish you guys would stop suffocating. The whole breathing thing. Gosh, they put such a high priority on their breathing. Almost forgot I had them working out there, actually. Actually, I should be a little careful about how much I uncover this. Don't want it to start leaking too early. What's with the health bar on the running granulator? It got too hot in here. So if you look at the temperatures, when it's running, it gets really, really warm. It's like 40 some odd degrees. I think I made this thing out of copper, unfortunately. I did. Let's swap that out. I have gold to spare. I'm going to deconstruct this. At the time I built this, I hadn't really expanded out, I think, too much into the swamp biome. Either that or I just accidentally forgot to change the property or the metal it was made out of. So it's getting damaged, and they're wasting copper on it. We'll just deconstruct it and we'll build a new one. Rock granular out of gold. That'll withstand the heat a little bit better. I think I made this out of copper too because I'm smart. Oh no, I made that out of gold. Okay, we're good. Yeah, stop dying, you cowards! Zap Brannigan. Zap Brannigan. What's going on with that slime? Oh, this is full. That's interesting. We got a fair amount of slime now. I guess I've been doing a fair amount of digging out in the slime biomes. So we'll set this up for slime also. That's why they weren't picking up the slime up there. Unfortunately, didn't clue into it right away. I'm still putting... Oh, no, they're picking the slime out. Build me the slimes. There we go. Copy settings. There we go. And that'll be our secondary slime storage. So now they should pick up the stuff that's in there. There they go. That's what we wanted. They're finally cleaning up that mess. Unreachable build. Why is it unreachable? Oh, this is on. Disable building. Next blonde dupe needs to be Zap Brannigan. Love that Zap Brannigan. Yeah, I had the slime in there, but they weren't picking it up because the storage container at the bottom was full, but it's okay now. That's better. That's what we wanted. Okay. Now this this little setup for our suits is going to need an oxygen system too. I wonder where the easiest place to build that is, because I'm gonna use an algae deoxidizer. We have all kinds of algae right now that I'm not using. So if we look in our organic, we have 15 tons of algae that I could be using to produce oxygen to make some exosuits. So I probably should do that. You need 2 high walls to keep those compactors underwater. No, actually, it counts it as underwater as long as the bottom's underwater. It's kind of weird. It won't off-gas where it's sitting right now. I'm disinfecting like crazy. I got germs all over the place from them running the slime in here. I should actually turn it off. They're not really going to be able to get rid of it, I don't think. Always with the suffocating. Let's mop up this. There's no reason to leave that water sitting there. Oh, look, the water level's going up. Good. Nice. So we're actually supplying water at a faster rate than we're drawing it out. That's what we want. Just joined. Is a flat Earth proof video. Yep, that's right. This is flat Earth right here. Okay, use regular water and enable auto bottling. Might want to put holes where you're digging the pH2O guys to make the dupes get back into the main base faster. Don't want to risk something dying from suffocation. Yeah, I mean, they're going pretty far to do. They're getting all the way over there and then they're having to run back. This is ultimately going to be replaced by duplicants and exosuits. You know what? I really should just... I'll cancel this for now. I'll send them up there with exosuits because they're going so far. They're going so far and breathing so little. By the time they get out there, they're not really doing any really effective work. This is all converted to oxygen now. No more polluted O2 in here, so that's good. Germ-wise, there's still a fair number of germs, but they're going to die off steadily now. Once the germs are all kind of dead in here, I'll break all this away. Let's see if we can get some exosuit docks set up here. Stations. Ooh, I'm going to need refined metal for that. Good times. Let's make this out of gold, I guess. Okay, I think I have enough refined metal now I can build my little sensor. So we want a gas element sensor. And we'll set it right in here, I guess. Connect this up to our fancy system. Then I'll set that for CO2. So if the CO2 level gets up to here, I'll have it turn on. And then otherwise, we'll just leave it off. Let it kind of pool down here a little bit. Oh, it needs power. All right. Fine, you want power? We'll give you power. This will be set for carbon dioxide. Sandstone next to slime storage has cracks, maybe letting water through. No, actually, this has cracks in it because it was sand that was up higher and it fell in a clump. So anytime it drops like that, at the point that I actually had this set up, man, we got a lot of slime in there. Good lord! At the point that I set this up, this water was deeper in here, so it wasn't stopping the flow of water. So as the water level dropped, it left a reservoir on this side trapped. It left remnants on this side. Well, the rest of it kind of drained down here. So I just cleaned up the little mess that was still sitting here, but it's not leaking. It's just kind of what it looks like when it drops from above. Oh, we got our water lock done here. We can destroy this now. Oh, no, we don't. Ah. Where is it? Cancel deconstruct. Psyching me out with that thing. Need a little more water in there. Looking forward to seeing you fill oxygen exosuits with a deoxidizer. Oh, all right, Ken. We were working Ken too hard. You got out there, mopped up his mess, went right to sleep. Good work, Ken. I guess. Little manual control. Okay, so I think where do I want to put my oxygen supply system? I mean, this is also densely packed. It's not like I have a lot of spare space to work with. I'd rather keep it relatively close to where I have the suits so I don't have to go too far. Maybe I'll build it like right here. I'm already kind of climbing over this thing here anyway, so let's just deconstruct this. Throw a door on here. We'll finish this off with its own little room. That's not going to be high enough. Hold on. Ugh, man, I'm just going all... clicking everything. Super derp. Actually, no. I'm not going to put a door in here. I'm going to build a ladder from underneath so they can refuel it from inside. Just in case we run into a problem. That's too high, so they can jump that. That'll be alright. It's going to be a bit of an awkward setup here, but I think it'll work. Hey, Scott. How you doing? Why is the stream so early in the morning? Well, Les, it's actually late at night here for me. It's quarter to 11 at night, my time. I stream at night because I have family stuff and everything that happens during the day. Normally work, but I'm off today. So normally I have work and family things, and then I get to do my streaming and things later at night when the opportunity affords, is available for me. So consequently, I tend to have some pretty late streams. That's right, you punched that button. It did you wrong. You beat it up. It's getting really hot in here. 65 degrees. People are going to start getting scorched. I think it really does need to move. I mean, I kind of wanted to leave it there, but I think I'm going to wind up moving it. It just gets too hot. We'll put it out here or something. Make a little space. Did one more on the ceiling above new build. Oh, dig one more. They can jump through that, actually, but we'll dig it out anyway. So they can go kitty corner in those gaps. They just couldn't walk through that size space normally. Okay, this should be done now. Tell me you're done. Don't you put another bottle on. There you go. Okay, we're good. So our seal is done there. That'll keep all the germs out. We have a little chlorine in here, unfortunately. How'd that get in? How'd we get chlorine in here? Always getting this mystery chlorine. There's not even anywhere over here that they could have come from. So weird. What do I do for work? I'm a manager for a company that provides concierge services. I do a lot of, all my stuff is based on, like, I do a lot of project work around business efficiency and process reengineering. Which I'm sure most people find really boring. Let's deconstruct this too, I guess. Okay, we should have some raw metals and stuff now. We can go ahead and build out our atmosuit docks. 6 isn't a bad start, I don't think. Getting close, little guys. Soon you'll be protected. Don't you worry. And actually, what have I got in here? This is all oxygen. Is it germy? A little bit. We'll close this off. Will chlorine help kill the bugs? I mean, a little bit, but it doesn't really do a ton. It's more the clean oxygen will help kind of solve that problem. When it's just sort of floating around in the same area, it's a little bit iffy on what it does exactly. You're in QA too. That's cool. Yeah, I do kind of do a variety of stuff. I've been at the company that I'm with for so long, and I've held so many different positions there that I'm kind of involved in a little bit of everything. Most of what I do is project-based work, but I've kind of got my hands into everything, to be honest, including like staffing, capacity planning, and data analytics, and all kinds of junk. Again, all that stuff that everyone finds super exciting. Okay, I need oxygen diffuser. And we're going to throw in a gas pump up here. Put a compactor in the liquid lock. Keep slime in it? Yeah, we could do that too. There's no harm there. Just throw it right in there. I mean, we have slime stored down here. I probably won't set the settings on that until this gets full. The reason I'm keeping the slime down bottom is because it's close to where we're using it for the mushrooms. Can your power systems handle those Atmo docks? It's gonna tap it out initially. We'll have to see. I might need to throw in another generator. So we have a little bit of excess power being produced down here, and that's actually just being fed out into the one portion of the power grid, but it doesn't make it back to the main trunk. These are going to produce 1,200. And this is going to draw... brain no worky. What's that? 720? So we might need another coal power generator to keep up with it. But they also don't run constantly. It's going to be intermittent power consumption, so we'll see. I also have triple batteries here too, so it's going to create a bit of a... Like, initially it's going to drain it hard. And then it should level out, so it should be okay. Consider your jobs making systems more efficient. Your ONI systems are quite efficient. Well, I mean, they're relatively efficient. I don't go hardcore on min-max and stuff. Super efficient for dupe death. Thanks, Durgan. It's always about the killing of the dupes. We kill dupes more efficiently than anyone I know. Silly dupes, nothing will protect them from the curse of the fox. Slime by ladder, right of a new O2 system. Wait. Where is this now? Oh, yeah, that right there. Yeah, we should dig that out. I was kind of leaving it because of the germs and stuff, but... Okay, this needs to be destroyed. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct this, and we'll build... this into a proper wall. And then down here, we're going to throw a door. A fancy door. I need to develop an SAP mode for Oni. Get your goods receipts and goods issues all lined up correctly. Wait a minute, if I destroy that, they can't climb there. Hold the phone. I guess I should just build a ladder there and get it over with. This is almost ready. That part of it anyway. Okay, so we're just gonna send... should I bother with an insulated? I'll use an insulated pipe, I guess. And we'll send an insulated pipe down here. We're gonna split it in half. So half will go to the left side. Hold the phone. How can I do this easily? Half will go left, half will go right. And then we want to split it in thirds, basically. Which is where it gets a little trickier. Half will go left, half will go right, half will go... well, not half. A third will go left, third will go right, third will go straight. And then this pipe will separate and will feed this way. This one will feed this way. And this one like so. So they should all get the same consistent flow of oxygen. Because a packet will go left, a packet will go down, a packet will go right. And then it'll split. Yeah. It's going to be a little slow filling. But that should feed them all evenly. None of your compactors seem to be set up for Abyssalite. It's possible not. I mean, I'm not super worried about it. The thing is, like, these are all full. That's probably the bigger problem. My storage containers in general are full. Good lord. We have a lot of materials. I guess I could dig out more space over here. We'll put some more compactors in over here. We're just getting a lot of junk now. Oh, that's too far down. What am I doing? What are we doing here? Let's put a floor in. And then we'll put storage compactors in here. Yeah, I totally meant to do that. Just like that. We just need to store more stuff in general. I think we do actually have storage set up for Abyssalite. They just can't put it away. Funny thing is, in my current base, I'm filling the exosuits with O2 coming from deuterizers with pH2O from terrariums. Oh, that's cool. For bed, good night all. Good night, Socratic. Thanks for coming out. Is this the sort of Ritz you concierge to people? No, it's this is really not set up. Our concierge system is also like a phone-based concierge, so it's not like it's not an on-site presence the way that you would see like a concierge at a hotel. It's more like affluent people can call our company and ask for basically anything they want, within reason. Okay, I'm gonna dig this up because I plan to build a bigger reservoir of water. I want to drain the stuff that's up here and see if I can get it to fall all the way down. My only concern is the hydrogen that's in here. I don't want it to escape, so I might have to create a channel that goes off to the right here a bit and then kind of merges back over, falls through the screen door, and then falls into this reservoir. Because I just don't want that hydrogen escaping on me. So let's grab a spot here. This is gonna be really weird. It'll be weird, but it'll work. I think. Just let all the gases or the liquids move around on their own and take the fish with it, hopefully. One of my compactors is farting polluted O2. That's no good. Clothing miscellaneous. Oh, you're right. They aren't set up for Abyssalite. How about that? All right, copy settings of that. We'll set that down here. Which one's doing the tooting? Oh, this one is. What is in here? Algae, eggshells. It can't be that. Is it? It's bleach stone. We got bleach stone. That's no good. That explains how we were getting the chlorine in the colony. Man, that bites. Okay, hold on. Consumable ore. No bleach stone, please. Alright, that would explain it. So I need to get rid of the bleach stone. You know what? I'll set this up here for bleach stone. They can go pack it in the water. Thanks for spawning that. Is the water dropping? Which water where? This water here is. It will eventually, anyway. they're spending a lot of time underwater. This is going to be a little awkward for them in general. It's going to get so they have to dig it from the bottom, otherwise it's not going to let them do it. Oh, man, our Drekos are going to get out. I need Drekos. Hold on. I should keep them in. I feel bad sometimes about the conditions I subject these duplicants to. It's actually really not good. Okay, I'm gonna need another transformer. I'm not really ready to get rid of this CO2 lock yet. What have I got up here? That's all chlorine. Carbon dioxide. I'm going to deconstruct the ladder. We'll put a sideways door in here. And then I'm going to try and set up another transformer. I mean, I guess I could just run the heavy watt wire in there directly. That might maybe solve some problems. Maybe I'll do that. I mean, it's got a really big negative to core impact, because, like, up top here, it's really ugly. Like, anybody who has to run through this room just regrets their life. So maybe I should try to avoid that if I can. I don't know. Just don't know. Transformers more than meets the eye. Autobots, roll out. Would bleach stone in the slime containers work to disinfect the slime? No. And unfortunately, they don't interact with each other when they're in the container. You can put the storage compactors in a room full of chlorine or whatever, and it'll get rid of the germs. But did you make that many gravestones already? Oh yeah, I made a whole bunch. There's only one of them that actually has somebody in it. Carter Clark is in here, unfortunately. Sorry, Carter. The rest of them are empty. We just built them ahead of time. Prior experiences taught me that I probably should just admit that there's going to be some problems and prep for it in advance. How do I want to do this? I'm feeling indecisive. I think I'll dig this out. I think I'm gonna put a transformer here. We'll run power directly through here. We only need a small one. Ooh, it's gonna come pretty close to maxing out, actually. We got 6 down there is 720, 960, 1080 if everything's running at the same time. So technically it might overtap it, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I'm gonna put a transformer here, and we'll run heavy watt wire made out of gold amalgam through this little gap into here, and then we'll just use regular wiring. Or I guess I could use conductive wiring. Nah, I'll use regular wiring. Make that out of gold. Also, send that into here. Okay, that'll power all that. Like I said, it is going to tap it out pretty bad when it powers up initially, but we'll see. May want to make storage for O2 between the production and suits. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. Maybe we could put like a storage container out here. Pump it into the storage container, and then run from the storage container into those, so it can kind of back it all up. That might not be a bad idea. It'll create a better buffer so that when this runs out of gas, it'll still be functional. Okay, let's deconstruct this. I'll initially get them charged up this way, and then we'll set up that storage system over here. I like that idea. If you had a mechatronics engineer yet, I have this persistent crash that happens the moment I put someone on that certain hat at the jobs board. I haven't actually in this update, no. Actually, in terms of jobs, I probably should shuffle some people around a little bit. We can move some people up to the higher level architect build, so we can put Caleb up here. Mighty McCheese can go up here. And Suri can go up here. Assuming I can find them. Oh man, there's the first one on the list. Of course I missed them. Why wouldn't I? We can bump Ken up. The trouble is, I don't have anyone who's eating or eating really high quality food yet. So we can move people all the way up to the exosuit engineer position now, because we actually have Dan with a plan, Diego Di Piero, who have the skill set to be able to go up there. But unfortunately, as soon as I bump them up there, they're going to jump up to a +20 food requirement, and I don't have food in place that's going to allow them to do that necessarily. So I'm kind of reluctant to jump right ahead there. Mechatronics engineer even will require a +16. Again, we do have a small supply of sleet wheat now, which I guess is helpful. Who am I looking for? I swear I'm like brain dead right now. Ken, where are you hiding, buddy? There you are. Okay. We should move up our research scientist. New Soul Sam and Abriel can move up. General engineer to electrical engineer. We'll move up Nightbot. Matthew Prince. 100% farmhands. We do farmer or rancher. I think I'll have them go to rancher. We'll double up on the skill sets for that. Like 0. He's doing super good. Amazingly. Okay, BDS Empire we can move up. We can move up BBX. BBX Shotter. Up to Cook. We'll leave our artist. Oh, Master Artist is the next level up. Again, that's like way up to +20, and we're not consistently providing a high quality food supply yet. Let's move up Crazy Sammy, Joe, and Evanexis. So there's a couple of others that have maxed out on their job that I probably should deal with. If I want a mechatronics engineer, I'm going to need somebody who can actually do it, and I don't have anyone who's got the requisite skill set. So I think maybe we'll take Dan with a plan down here. So they can learn the basic research assistant, so when I'm ready to, I can put them into the mechatronics engineer role. Now, this is a bit of off topic, but have you checked out Sea of Thieves recently? They've added some things that has gotten a lot better from launch. No, to be honest with you, I haven't checked it recently. I tried to play Atlas when that came out. Boy, was that a hot mess. But I haven't gone back to actually look at Sea of Thieves in quite some time. I know they've done a number of different updates and stuff for it. It's just not something I took the time to do. If you fire each dupe from their job once they 100%, if you can more easily assign all the dupes from the unemployment drop bar more efficiently. Yeah, that probably makes sense. Hey, Diego, how are you? We just gave you a promotion. Can you be smirk? Abriel with the smirk job. Where's Abriel? Oh, I did bump you up. So you're still in the research role. Just a little more brainy. Working on all them smarts. This all seems to be sorting okay. Left, bottom, right. Left, bottom, right. Yep. Cool. This is going to take a while to fill up, unfortunately. They added a whole new area that's volcanic in nature. Oh, that's cool. Need to put him in electrical, not scientist. Hold the phone. Oh, it's just a weird crossover. Oh, drat. Not even electrical, it's... Well, hold on, what's required here? Qualifications. General engineering. And then master of the courier job. So Dan with the plan needs to go over here. It almost needs like one of those little loopy things, like when you're doing electrical drawing diagrams, where when you're crossing wires that don't connect, you do a little loop over it so it shows they don't touch. Okay. We got it. That makes more sense. Don't want to brag or anything, but it did have a goldfish ones that lived for 2 whole weeks. You got nothing to... Oh, right. 2 weeks, man. It's mad skills right there. Make a mech engineer. What do we have doing what right now? Well, I mean, exosuit engineer is the next step up, but I don't want to put anyone up there just yet because they jump all the way up to a plus 20. And if we look at the type of morale we're producing, I mean, Still Snow is all the way up at a 29, which actually is quite good. Gamer Girls similarly. Aerial Nexus. Crazy Sammy. So some of them have actually really strong morale production. I think, did I get enough... Did I get enough mess hall seats? I don't remember now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I just realized I could use the room overlay to show me the number of tables, because I'm smart that way. It says 60 mess table and blah, blah, blah. Actually, it doesn't show the mess table count. Alright, so that's fine. Those are both great halls. So everyone has a seat. They're definitely all eating. Everyone has a bedroom. It's funny that some of them have such a high morale. That must have produced some high quality food in here. Mushrooms. Oh, there's probably... They've been eating the omelets, probably. Hey, BBX Shotter. How are you? I like to do small sculptures. Yeah, they're cool. I like that they've added a little more variety to them. I'm hoping... The artists that we have aren't super skilled right now. These ones are just the crude sculptures. This is the quaint one. When we get them up to a master level, they'll produce... so they'll produce some other ones too, which should be good. Two Atmo suits. Hopefully we have enough materials to do that. Ah, we're good. I love how he like shields himself from it. Ah, I'm not really running it. I'm just standing here and trying not to get burned. Hooray! That's another one down. Alright, let's take this out. Actually, I don't really even need... what do I want for my gas storage here? Oh, that's the canister stuff. It's going to be in here, right? Gas reservoir. Yeah, it takes up a fair amount of space. I guess we will need to build over it. What the heck? I'm in there. Okay. We'll throw a ladder up here. Dig all this out. I'll get another mushroom to work with too, I guess. Take all this out. Once I have this built, I'll deconstruct the ladders in here. We'll put our gas reservoir in here, and I'll reroute the piping in this to go into the gas reservoir first, and then out of the gas reservoir into the suits. So that way we'll have a better buffer. Masterpieces look awesome. That's cool. There's like little unicorn ones, I think. For at least one of the statues, I think they make little unicorns. How do you get all this hydrogen in here? What's going on? What's going on here? I have all kinds of hydrogen. This had all oxygen in it before. Where did I let hydrogen loose? Did someone go in this room? Nope, the door's locked. Could have been that. Oh, look, we drained the water. Apparently this worked fairly well. So that's all down bottom now. We can probably mop this mess up now. And then I think I'm actually just going to seal this off. Nah, whatever. I'll leave the ladder. There's no harm in them running up and down there for now. Eventually what I want to do, and I was kind of hoping to start on it tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to get a chance. I want to ultimately dig this out. We'll move our Direcos over even farther. We'll expand this out more, And we'll start to set up some like luxury rooms over here. But I'm definitely going to need more oxygen supply, because based on the amount of oxygen we're producing, things are actually... They're falling behind now. We're not getting enough O2. Even with the triple pump system in here, we're not moving enough gas. So this is moving 500 grams per second, which is fine. This one is moving 1,000 grams per second. So we've got 1,500 grams per second of oxygen flowing into the colony, but it's just not enough to keep up with it. New member, Kate McGinnis. Welcome, Kate. Thanks for clicking on the join button. Welcome to Team Green, and thank you so much for the support. Let's wrangle this dude. Get him out of here. Ooh, these are damaged. What's going on here? What's going on here? Oh, there's CO2 in there. Alright, I think I'm going to need to let oxygen into this space. Otherwise, I'm going to have some problems. I was actually thinking that the air pressure in this room might be high enough that when they open this door, I wouldn't have any issue blowing CO2. But clearly, that's not entirely the case. Which really sucks. Do you have materials for a snazzy suit yet? Yeah, probably. I don't have a machine to build it yet, but we have... we should have the materials for it, I think. Okay, I think I'm ready to see... Oh, I think I'm all tied up. I love how they look when they're tied up. Somebody go pick them up. Make a delivery. There you go. Oh, they can even take the short route. Good thing I left the ladder there. You go, little Draco. Mop this up. Stop making some polluted oxygen in here if we can. Oh, you know what? We also completely forgot to put a new break room in for these guys. They've just been using the lunchrooms for breaks. So in addition to building out space for them to have luxury living quarters, we need to give them a proper break room that they can go hang out in. And I guess we might actually have room for that once I start to move some of these beds out of here. So on this side, we have 10 duplicants that are sleeping over here. If we could put them into individualized quarters, maybe joining through the mess hall, then I can recover some space up here, and we can give them a proper break room. Yeah, I tend to miss stuff in chat sometimes. Sorry. Soggy feet near the gas tank to be built after the exosuit docks. Oh, right here, yeah. I mean, they're going to have soon enough they'll be wearing the suits, and then that won't be an issue, but... Oh, these things are all taking damage from a little bit of CO2 getting in there. Hate that. Okay, deconstruct all this. So we can build... Oops. Our fancy gas reservoir. This thing's huge. It's massive. It doesn't really necessarily hold all that much. I think it would hold just like massive amounts of gas, but not so much. Your voice repeated blowing like 8 times. I think your internet died for... Oh, maybe it did. That's too funny. What a word to repeat a whole bunch of times, too. I was pulling a max headroom, that's all. I don't even know why I told them to dig that. I can actually just spin the door here. Let's use iron for the door instead of copper. So this door I'm actually going to seal off and use it just as an emergency route. So if for some reason we have a problem with the exosuits, I want this to be used like an alternate route for them to get around the suits. I should actually create a storage container. I meant to build one in here earlier, I think. I'm going to put a storage container right between these two generators. We'll fill up that with coal, so they're not running all the way down to pick up coal and then running all the way back up for it. So, what did I do for New Year's? I did nothing. I don't really celebrate New Year's. I ended up, so we took the kids out to dinner, and they did like an early New Year's ball drop for the kids. So it was like 6 o'clock in the evening or whatever. The kids got to do the countdown, and they dropped balloons from the ceiling of the restaurant. It was actually kind of ghetto. They ripped the cord for the balloons to drop, and then they were all stuck in the plastic that was holding them by static electricity, so none of them really fell. But the kids had a nice dinner and stuff, and then we got them into bed because they were super tired. My wife went to bed early. I just sort of chilled out a little bit. I was gonna do some recording, and then I procrastinated and didn't get to it. Because that's how I roll. Let's make sure these stay supplied. So I didn't ever live doing anything special for New Year's, to be honest. What's all the suffocating going on here? Stop with the suffocating. Okay, we're just about ready to crack open the door here and turn on the suits, I think. Let's do that. Let's enable this building. Have them dig this out. There we go. And this door, we're gonna turn off access. They filled up that coal storage really quick. That's nice. Okay, if we can ever get to the point of having a mechatronics engineer, we can have that set up to do stuff. Me, procrastinator? No way. Oh yeah. Yeah, I won't lie. I had a little trouble getting back to work on stuff. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There are 4 exosuits out. Who has them on? Tell me they didn't go down the ladder into the lower area already and run through the bottom of the base with an exosuit on. It just occurred to me. I actually need to turn off access to this door. Because anyone wearing an exosuit, if they go down, they can go into other parts of the base and keep the exosuit on, and then they won't drop it off properly back at the dock, which would really suck. And I stranded them. Go me. So priority 8. Build the ladder so they don't die out there. So you procrastinate for 2 years. Seems fitting that way to end the year. It really does. Yeah, you know. Is there a benefit between a powered airlock and the non-powered ones? Wouldn't it be cheaper in energy to just use the non-powered? I find these ones aren't plugged in, so they're not using power. They work more quickly when they're powered. Oh, please don't let everyone suffocate. Everyone's trapped up there. All right, I closed this too soon. Oh no! Now they're peeing everywhere. Oh my gosh, mistakes were made. All because of that silly ladder on the other side of the exosuit dock. Well, we have a water seal. Clean up. Clean up on aisle 6. Let the duplicants go to the bathroom. You're killing me, guys. Oh, man. I hate when I mess up and they pee everywhere. It's just kind of frustrating. You gotta like keep tabs on where everybody's running to see where they're peeing. Oh, there's more research available. I think we've got everything aside from like celestial detection and then the rocketry stuff. Oh, and jetpacks. The dreaded jetpacks. Cause of so much death and destruction in my colony. The last one, anyway. They were responsible for at least 4 duplicant deaths, I think. It's suffocating now. Okay, who else made a mess? Alright, peeing in the kitchen. Awesome. That's not a health hazard. Nobody call the health department. Oh god, please don't go in the water over there. It's everywhere. How much pee can one duplicate bladder hold? I mean, good lord. Alright, this is not cooking anything. Frost buns, pepper bread. Make some pepper breads for Evers. Not that we have a lot of resources for, but... Why did YouTube change their fonts and page layout and formatting? I have no idea. Because they're constantly changing things. The thing is, like, you might be one of the few people seeing it. They often run these 1% tests where they'll take 1% of users and they'll give them a different experience just to see what happens. So they can kind of test out some of their stuff before rolling it out to the broader population of things. Let's turn these down a little bit. A lot of people spending a lot of time up there. Oh, these things broke. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've got to get an oxygen supply into this upper area now. It's just so hot up here. I don't really want to send oxygen straight in unless I have a vent for it. Alright. Hold the phone. Let's deconstruct all this junk. I'm gonna leave that one little block there so they can use it as a step up for the moment. This door, I can now unlock it. Put it on auto. Actually, you know what? I'll just open it up for now. The trouble is, it's hot up here. The CO2 that's sitting in here is going to drop, and it's going to heat things up on its way past. Which is not great. It's like 37, 38 degrees up there. But this will let some oxygen up into that space. Clean up on aisle 6, 7, 8. Yeah, clean up the whole place. We just need someone to go around with a power washer and just blast everything. Take care of it all. These algae terrariums, they work great now. I don't know. I've just never been a huge fan of the algae terrariums. Okay, this can be turned off now. No more going through there. Everybody use the exosuits, please. Finally get some proper work done up here when we send them up here to dig, because they'll have suits on, which means they won't have to constantly run out of air. What a novelty. Let's put a little ladder here. Dig a little out here. Got some good pockets of coal here, too. How's our coal, actually? Consumable ore. 34 tons of coal. It's okay for the moment. Have an exit. Get out of there. You don't even have a suit on. I still haven't built this thing. Because I didn't tell them to. No. Use the power washer to clean bathrooms overseas. Nice. Peeing on machines for liquid cooling. That's what it is. You know, we just wanted to cool the machines off real urine-like. Doopies everywhere. It's like Visa. It's everywhere you want to be. Boat. It's not like Amex. Don't leave home without it. There's no reason not to harvest these things. I don't know why I'm not telling them to. Excellent work, little duplicants. Okay, we have space here now. I'm going to move this. Deconstruct our shearing station. We'll stick it way over here now. We'll be in stations, because it's a shearing station. Imagine that. Stick that over here. We need to run wiring for it. So this is like a stable, but not a stable. It's much too big. But it doesn't really matter, because they don't really need it to be a real one. Let's dig out some floor. Okay. I need to seal this off. I think I'm going to put insulated tile in here. Because this is going to be the location of our new luxury quarters. We got them to do all the work from below instead of above. That way I can keep the exosuits sealed off to doing work up top. But checked out the new carpeted tiles? I have, and actually that's going to be some of the stuff we're going to use in here. So the duplicate rooms are going to feature, obviously, artwork. They're going to have carpeted flooring, crown molding. We want the corner molding in there. I'd like to put a fish tank in. So we can fill in a tank, but I need to be able to produce glass first, so we're not going to be able to do that right away. But I'm thinking like having a fish tank that the fish can, or the duplicates can either like walk across the top of and just have the fish underneath. So like a fish and floor kind of thing. For like a lobby area, or actually just doing a big tank and maybe having it like a tall vertical tank so that it borders a bunch of the rooms so the duplicants can be in their room and have like the fish swimming through the glass window on the other side. We'll try to get them the luxury beds, but those are going to be a little while coming yet because we haven't dug down to the point where we're getting the oil. And wow, look at all that coal down there. And we're going to need that oil, of course, to do plastics and stuff, which are going to be needed to produce the beds. So it's going to take a little bit to build these fancy luxury quarters for our duplicants, but we'll get them there. I might even need to build 2 of them, like one on this side and one on this side, because we have so many duplicants. It's going to take a fair amount of space. Spam potted plants for the core plus 26 each. The tricky part with plants is you need to maintain like pressures and everything too, which get to be a bit of a nuisance sometimes. Might as well dig all this out while we've got access to duplicants up top yet. It's getting fancy. Yeah, this is gonna be the fancy colony. If we're gonna go for a quality, if it's a quality of life update, we're gonna try and give our duplicants the best quality of life they can achieve. That duplicant did not look happy. Lots of frowning going on. Ooh, stress is climbing a little, 24%. Water Trico is a little on the 6 side. They're just a little nauseous. It's still good. It's still good. Water supply is still strong. No issues here at all. Oh, why have I got that there? Temperature down here is 25 degrees, so that's okay. Perfectly manageable that way. Incoming water temp is... Ooh, 32. Does that mean... Hold on a second. Things must heat... Oh, yeah. Things heated up down here, all right. I was really hoping this water that was in here would keep things okay for a bit, but I think I'm going to need to build some more statues. Throw some ice blocks in here. Oops, that did not work at all. Try to cool that water down again. But the supply is there. We have plenty of water at the moment. And then up top here, once I get this all dug out, we also have... This up here is a polluted water vent. So that'll be a good source of water also. It'll have to be cleaned, but it's still a good source of water. We can go up into this cold biome. If I attack it from this side, though, it's going to melt and run back out the opening. How do I want to approach that? I want this Weezewort that's up here. Just gonna have to build the ladder straight up. And then I'm just gonna block it all in. Hopefully we'll keep too much of the ice from melting. I mean, a certain amount of it is, but if I could dig out little pockets on either side, that should keep it from flowing out of that biome too much. And then on the way up there, they can actually snag a bunch of this iron that's here too. Give me all that sweet, sweet iron. How am I gonna feed the fish? Well, I'll have to give them a spot. Obviously, they can feed them. It will depend a little bit on how I decide to tackle it. So, if I'm gonna do a situation where it's like an in-floor fish kind of thing, that might be a little bit trickier. Just gonna try and peel the layers here. We're also gonna need more oxygen supply because I kind of forgot I wasn't paying attention to it in here. They're not gonna suffocate by any stretch of the imagination, but the air pressure in here is not really good. It's a good thing we actually stripped back a whole bunch of the CO2 down here, because if we hadn't, the CO2 would have overwhelmed the colony a little bit by having the reduced oxygen pressure. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta fix this piping here now. Alright, this needs to be deconstructed. They're using the suit so regularly, I may not even get anything built up in this reservoir, to be honest. Hydrogen, what the? I'd really love to know how the hydrogen got in here. It's just a little beat in. It's still good. It's still good. Hey, some Prairie Farms milk. How you doing? Don't they eat algae? Yeah, I think they do. We have a fair amount of algae, though. The only thing I'm using algae for is this one individual oxygen diffuser. So algae is not really that big of a concern. There's still plenty of algae in the environment too, actually. So we have big pockets of algae they can dig up. There's a fair amount of it here in this swamp biome. We got a big pocket up here. We don't have like a consistent way to... There's a bunch of algae out here. We don't have a consistent way to make algae or anything, but... And actually, I haven't looked for another geyser in a little while. What do we got? Show me another geyser. Or a volcano or something. Something interesting. Nope. Nada. Unless it's hiding in the cold biome. Then it could be, I guess. Hooray for the first new stream of 2019. Thanks, BDS Empire. I'm just glad I'm not getting this... Oh, now I got a starvation notice. I was just about to say I'm glad I haven't been getting the suffocation notices anymore, because they're actually... They're all breathing and stuff. Actually, this reservoir is going to work well for refilling the suits, I think. Ooh, it actually slows down with the way I've got this hitched up. Yeah, it's not that bad. So while they have the suits out in use, this is actually filling up, so that when they put the suits back, it'll drain this down while it continues to fill it at a steady supply. So it's actually, that'll work pretty well. Show me turtle. BDS Empire with a super chat. Happy 2019, Cryptic. Stay safe, little duplicants. Stay safe. You're such an optimist. Happy 2019 all. Now I just need to remember to put that on outgoing payment checks. Yeah, no kidding, right? Ice blocks melted, just saying. Oh, did they build them already? Yeah, they did. Well, it might help the temperature a tiny bit. I don't know how much. I think I ran out of ice. I'm not gonna have enough ice to do this. This isn't a feasible method of handling this, unfortunately. Actually, can I swap these out for... No, I don't have enough metal. I need refined metal for that. I wonder if I can swap these tiles out for metal tiles and then put something cooling under them. I really wish I had the thermal denullifier down there. Let's take this thing out now. Set the job in here to sweep this up. Hopefully someone will go and do that. Check incoming water temp. It's not slowing down, it's higher concentration. Incoming water temp. Yeah, it's rolling in here at 27.9. So it's not absurdly hot. It's still in the comfortable range, but it is a little hotter than I'd like it to be. Wait a minute here. What piping did I use? I used insulated piping, but it still looks really warm in here, in the middle of this thing. Not liking that too much. I need to set up a proper cooling loop eventually. Because this I was just kind of relying on the natural cold of the biome, but that just doesn't last forever. You have to do something a little more proper, like temp chip plate rather than ice sculptures. Well, yeah, the temp chip plate just tries to even out the temperature across the whole area. like the whole surface area of the temp shift plate. So if I build that down into here, it'll melt all this really quick. Minus 31. Oh, you mean like make the temp shift plates out of ice, you mean? Like if we go to utilities, temp shift plate, polluted ice. Actually, we have polluted ice and I don't care whether it's clean ice. Wait a minute, what happened there? It switched on me. Yeah, it didn't last long. Just not enough. Did you use igneous rock for the pipes? Well, these are actually radiant pipes. These ones here, anyway. Would weed warts help with the cooling of the water? They kind of can. What I was thinking was that I have weed warts in use elsewhere because I'm using them to cool my oxygen supply. What I was thinking was that if I could actually convert this to a metal bottom and then have the Weezworts right underneath it. The trouble is the I don't know. Like you can't just like set them in the water. It won't work that way. Water has a specific heat capacity that's so much higher than the gases around it because it makes up such a high concentration. Like this is 5 kilograms of water per tile sitting here. Actually, that's the it's 897 kilograms of water per tile sitting here right now. 451. Oh, that's funny. It's funny how different it is per location. But it's really high volume, right? So it has lots of capability to soak up heat, and then once it warms up, cooling it down is a bit of a problem. Oh, that helped. We got it a lot cooler already. Man, those temp shift plates, even though like you build them and like they melt instantly, but it does a really good job of cooling it fast. Actually, that works good. Better than the ice sculptures, I think. Temp shift plates have more mass than ice sculptures, ergo more water. Yeah, it's definitely altering the temperature faster. Oh, oh no. That's still clean. The rest of it, not so much. I let the water overflow out of our waste tank because I was busy looking at other things. Alright, hold on. Let's try an impromptu solution. Okay, I'm gonna put liquid reservoirs in here. No, actually I can't do 2 of them. I won't have room to do what I want. And then I'm gonna put a storage bin in here. Like so. I'm going to reroute the water that's being pumped out of here into a little liquid reservoir. We'll try to fill this up with chlorine and see if we can get the chlorine to kind of neutralize the germs and stuff on the way through. Because I totally let this overfill and I wasn't paying any attention. Because that's how I roll. I'm really good at getting distracted. I'm sure you'd never noticed before. And I let this overflow. Which is kind of a major faux pas, just a little bit. Yeah, we kind of let the, let all the oh my gosh, it's going everywhere. It's all inside, oh gosh. Hooray! We made a mess. Excellent work, duplicants. That's a heck of a like a wastewater pit too. 25 duplicants make a lot of wastewater, let me tell you. Hey Kazi, how's it going? Put a tile on the corner before the ladder to temp stop the water. Yeah, I mean it's not that big a deal now. We'll get it all cleaned up. It's just a little spill. It's still good. It's still good. I mean, it stays in a contained area. It's not that bad, but I'd like to say whoops. Yeah, mistakes were made. All right, that dropped the water level quite a bit, so that will last a little longer while I get this set up. Okay, so we're gonna have liquid pipe going in. I don't want to connect it just yet. And then liquid pipe going out. Hold on a second. Let's do this differently. Because ideally what I'd like to do is get the chlorine in there and then just lock the room. Not the chlorine, the bleach stone or whatever. And then when I'm ready to, I'll just make the bypass connection. Going well, won your final match in BF5. Got the best squad. Nice. Good job, man. Now there's the only quality of engineering you've come to love. I don't know what you're talking about. We don't need no fancy engineering. It's not that germy in here, all things considered. I'm surprised with all the germs that are in this water that the water up here doesn't really have any in it, but they must be using a relatively small amount. Oh no, it's going pretty steady. Why is that not germy? I don't understand. Oh well. I probably shouldn't knock it. We got free clean water even though it should have germs in it. We're making food with all the nasty stuff. Well, actually, you know what? I don't think they're even cooking with that. Where's that water going to? Show me somebody using the pitcher pump. I want to see where they're sending that. Because this isn't running. What's this full of? Hatchling eggs. Oh my gosh. Do I have... Hold the phone. Cooking ingredients. I don't have any raw eggs. Okay, so this is full of eggs right now. Holy. Oh, it's only. Oh, it only takes 8. That's right. I was like, man, how do I have so many eggs in there? But it only holds 8. I forgot I lowered the storage capacity on it so we wouldn't overfill it with eggs. Access to the pipes is needed for your new project. Oh yeah. That was silly of me. I should have just put it in the floor. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I don't know what I was thinking. Come on. There we go. That's how I want it to go. And then this, I'm going to set it to fill with bleach stone. Consumable ore, bleach stone, priority 7. And then up here, we actually have a bunch of bleach stone we can cut. What the? So that water spill that I was trying to avoid, I didn't do a very good job of avoiding, apparently. I've got polluted water everywhere in here. Bad skills. Alright, so this bleach stone, when they cut it out, they can go take it all the way down to that bottom storage container. This one here has bleach stone storing at priority 5. And the one down here will store at priority 7. So they should start to fill that up relatively quickly. If I had a good access point, it might be easier just to pump it in there, but... Okay, good. This is all uncovered. Getting a nice supply of polluted water out here. Hanging out with our chlorine. It's so funny that it's got food poisoning germs in it. I wouldn't have expected that. Yeah, we could use an egg cracker, but I was actually just letting them crack under their own... Because they'll break on their own out of here. And I have my cooking station set up to cook the omelets. So as soon as there's an egg available, they just automatically cook it. What I didn't want to do was crack a bunch of eggs and have them pull a whole bunch more eggs and then kill off the little farm I have going there, the ranch, by drawing away too many of the eggs so they don't repopulate. We still have just the 3 little shine bugs flying around. How will the bleach stone degerm the water? Okay, so the bleach stone off-gases chlorine gas. So in this room now, we can see there's chlorine in here. The chlorine that's in here, if I can get enough of it filled in this little space... Actually, I got all this nasty stuff on the other side. I should probably get rid of the slime that's right there. Once we get enough chlorine gas built up in here, when we pump water into this liquid reservoir... the liquid reservoir that's sitting in the chlorine should decontaminate. I just don't know that it's going to be in there long enough to do it. So this is kind of it's a bit of an experiment. It may not work because it may not be in there long enough. But we'll see. Who's starving? And why? Why are you starving? We have so much food. 145,000 kilocalories of it. Mostly fried mushrooms. Fried mushrooms. Yum. These guys are just not getting a whole lot of variety food. Pipes are backwards in the liquid storage. Said what? Yes, they are. Oh. Alright. Mistakes were made. Right. Man. There we go. Now it's fixed. Thanks for spotting that. Super smart. I do it all brilliantly. Can you put a germ sensor on it? Yeah, you can. So it would have to like store it in there, sit long enough for the germ sensor to go to... Actually, where would the germ sensor have to go in here? I don't think I made enough space for it. I also don't know if germs will decontaminate while they're in a pipe, or if it's only while it's in the storage container. Is there any automation on this thing? No, it doesn't have any automation, so we can't put a germ sensor on that. We could put a germ sensor on the pipe and have it like close off the pipe if there's any germs in it. It'd be an interesting little experiment. I have polluted oxygen here too. I can't get rid of it, I don't think. Won't kill germs in the pipe, will only kill them in the tank. So that'll be a bit of an issue. So if you have the germ sensor on the pipe, you could end up sensing germs and stopping the flow of water, and then it just sitting idle there forever because it doesn't decontaminate while it's in the pipe, but only decontaminates when it's in the storage container. I'm not sure how I want to tackle that. I also don't know how long it has to sit in there in order for it to decontaminate. So this might be just a completely wasted time, but we'll find out. Brothgar covered it. Yeah, I should probably go check out Brothgar's video. He does all kinds of little experiments on stuff like that that I haven't tried out. Deconstruct buildings. For the most part, I generally don't worry about decontaminating my stuff, because more often than not, you just don't even need to. In this case, I'm supplying water into my kitchen space that they're using for something, so I feel like oh, the germs finally showed up. So I feel like I should decontaminate it, but... Jobs mastered. It's not a necessity, I just hate having all that germy water. The next Rage game I need to play, what's this now? I Am Bread? Oh my gosh. Please play I Am Bread. I've seen that game played. I don't know if I want to do that. That game just seems like an inordinate amount of self-punishment. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get enough chlorine out of this. I kind of wish I had a chlorine geyser now at the moment. They're very slowly building up into this biome I wanted them to go into. Brothgar's an evil genius. Well, he's really into math and stuff too, right? Which helps a lot because a lot of the stuff that underpins this game is scientifically based, and math helps a lot with that. This is working well up here, at least. Atmo suits are good. Power supply's good. Oxygen, not so awesome. Need to deal with that. Looks like they're using the water for the plants, the mealwood. Oh. Yeah, I guess that could be it. In which case, it's not really that big a deal. The germs won't really matter then, because as long as they don't cook directly with the germs, it's probably not even a problem. I'm likely completely wasting my time. Need to check Steam for unrelated reasons. Oh, Durgan. I am bread. Oh my gosh. Chlorine, 84 grams. There's not even a high enough concentration of chlorine in here to do much, I don't think. Let's send some in. I want to see how long it takes to decontaminate. And can I even tell? That'll be the next thing. Can I tell that it has germs in it? Polluted water. Oh yeah, food poisoning germs. Alright. I'll let that fill up. We'll see what happens. Hrothgar's the resident rocket scientist in the game. Yeah. I think there are polluted water vents and infectious food poison polluted water vents. Huh? Confused. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, so this one up here, the polluted water vent, this one has boiling with contaminated water. So this one has food poisoning in it. I really don't care about the food poisoning because I intend to use the water for oxygen production anyway. And food poisoning doesn't matter when it's airborne. It's really only... Oh, boy. Okay, good. It's really only an issue when they're using it to, like, cook food and stuff. Oh, what? There's clean water up here. There must be a geyser nearby. 24 degrees. There shouldn't be clean water sitting up here in this biome, unless there's something up here producing it. If I can get a ladder up top here a little bit, we might actually be able to expose some of that. We could set this to harvest. See what we can find up here. There should be a geyser up here somewhere, I think. Unless there's a... I mean, it could be melted from another cold biome, possibly. But then I would expect some polluted water, too, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out what's up there, though. It's only taken me 23 colonies to figure out how to disinfect things and what a stable colony actually is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, most of the time, like I said, you don't even have to bother disinfecting. You can actually just leave the water polluted. It largely doesn't cause too many problems. It's more so an issue if you're using it to create food. That's really the only time it starts to present real issues. Otherwise, the germs themselves, when they're on the surface, they don't really do a lot. Oh yeah, those germs are growing still. There's not enough chlorine in here to do a lot. 300 and some odd grams of it. I need more. Need more. Where can I find more bleachstone? Do we have more? Yeah, there's more over here. Good. Give me this. Give me this fancy bleachstone in here. Got a whole pocket of it over there, too. A little bit down here. Hanging up by this more. A little bit in there. I don't know if we'll get enough. Oh, gosh, no. Oops. I mean, Fox, don't check Steam. Or, like, if you do. Sorry, not sorry. Dargan, 85% off sale. Oh, it's the Steam winter sale, isn't it? Weren't we just talking earlier about how it's so hard to play all the games? Mining ice in the upper biome. Yeah, we're digging through some of it. Some of it, anyway. Oh, actually, we have plants there. We can swamp some more of these thistles out. Oh, they're all growing now, so I guess I don't even need to bother. At one point, our thistles weren't growing very well, and I was starting to swap them out into things like the mirth leaf and the buddy bud. But now they're all growing okay. Empty the other bleachstone bin? It is empty, actually. I changed the priority on it, so this one should have nothing in it. Yeah, it's got 0 kilograms of stuff stored in it. The thing is, like, when you break the bleachstone, you never get as much as what it says is actually there. As soon as you mine it, it decreases the mass. And then it off-gasses, too. So as it off-gasses, it decreases in mass also. So you end up kind of burning through it a bit. They can't get over there, so we're gonna have to do some fancy digging. Then we can get it. Oh, I forgot I was doing this over here too, because I'm easily distracted. Actually, I can just get all this. Oh no, I can't. I can't do the bottom layer. Never mind. We're getting some of it anyway. Long stream today? Not really. Just going for the normal 2 hours. So we'll be wrapping up soon. But is that like dupe version of 420? I don't know. I kind of wonder a little bit. It makes them happy, so possibly. I want to say it's buddy bud, all right. They definitely enjoy it. It's just duplicant catnip. That's what it is. These are not reproducing very well. I must be swiping the eggs too much. Hold on. This is stone hatchling egg. Let's put some stone hatchling eggs in here. Critter eggs. Stone hatchling eggs. So we can go pick those up. I just want them to grab them and put them in storage, and then we'll turn the storage off right away. Actually, and we'll put this for regular hatching eggs too. So they can pick those up, and then I'll just turn the storage off again. There we go. Drop them on the ground. Let them hatch in there. Mining everything halves the mass of things mined. Yeah, it really cuts it back dramatic. What the? No, I don't think so, buddy. You gotta go. Get that puffed out of here. Get him! Get him! Alright, let's make barbecue. Who's got the barbecue? Oh, this one does. Okay, good. Let's make a little barbecue, some puffed. We don't want him booping in there. He's gonna send all kinds of germs flying around. Nobody wants that. We've already got enough germs in here. Buddy bud, wink wink. That's right. It's the, who needs... The duplicants don't really need a break room. They've got buddy bud. Every room's a break room. I don't even know why I built this. I'm going to run out of water before I even get a chance to use it. Poor little fish in there, too. How's our temperature down here? And it's heating up again. Good times. Okay, we can do another temp shift plate in here. Temp shift plate. Made out of ice. I don't know if they'll be able to get the ice all the way down here. Oh, well, that was quick. Polluted ice. Alright, tiny little bit. They may not even be able to get it down there before it melts, but let's see. Contents. Oh, it actually de-germed fairly quickly. We'll just call that an experiment. It doesn't really matter in the end, I guess. Because frankly, even if I send clean water in here now, this is already all germy. It's jammy. Buddy bud and mirthweed, that's right. Suddenly you have 0 production from your duplicates. I can't figure out why they're eating twice the number of rations and they're not doing any work. Suddenly they've turned Canadian. I don't understand. The duplicates are all like, take off, I'm busy. Somebody make me an omelet, eh? I've got the munchies. I'm gonna seal this off. We'll start to fill up, not fill up, but we'll start to carve out this area and turn it into our proper little ranch space. Pneumatic door down here. Insulation here. Dig up plant there. Suffocating. Who's dying? Mighty McCheese. No, Mighty McCheese. You can make it. Don't do it. Holy, what's with all the suffocating? Oh. It's all CO2 there now. Again, because of that whole oxygen thing that I didn't quite resolve just yet. Okay, I'm going to plan ahead. And by planning ahead, I mean I should have done this a while ago. I'm going to build a little oxygen system here that will tap into the water that's coming. Well, it was coming from that geyser, and now it's not. Well, that's great. We'll do another oxygen room here that we can use to supply more oxygen into the colony. TRD Taco with a super chat. New base, what happened? Well, the space base we had unfortunately ran into some bug issues where every time we clicked on the rocket to try to get the pilot out, the colony was eaten by a black hole and it crashed. So I decided just to start a new one. They had a new update that was out anyway for quality of life with all kinds of new artwork and stuff in it and neat little tweaks. So I decided to play around with that. It's German. I hope you like. It's German. I hope you like a German too. German. Hashtag oxygen not included. That's right. I'm good. I'm good at killing off duplicants. I've got that mastered. It's like a science. Oh, okay, it's erupting still. All right, so this will fill up. I'm gonna pump it out of there. Produce oxygen down here. I don't know where I'm gonna cool that just yet. Because I don't have a convenient setup right now. And actually up here, this cold biome only had a single wheezewort in it. Oh, there's that geyser I was looking for. Cool steam vent. This is producing 5.6 kilograms of steam at 110 degrees Celsius. Erupts for 400 seconds every 815. That's actually not bad. 5.6 kilograms per second could be worse. Could be much worse. So that's a good oxygen supply option up there too. And I think I'm going to cut across into this other cold biome via the lockers. We'll see what's over there, because I kind of want to find some more wheezeworts if we can. Set up a secondary cooling system for another oxygen supply. With the added space we're going to have here that's going to be part of our colony, we're definitely going to need additional oxygen production, because we're already falling behind just with the 25 duplicants that we have in this base. These guys are living the high life. They're breathing good air. The rest of them, it's getting just a little bit more stuffy. But we come back next time, we'll tackle some more. I at least got started on the area that we're gonna repurpose into more of the colony space. So we'll focus on this a little bit more next time. Try to get a bunch more of it tackled, and then we can get the air in there cleaned up. Start setting up the luxury suites for everyone. We do still have to get down to the point where we can get to the oil so we can produce plastics to give them their fancy beds and stuff. But we can at least give them carpeted rooms and try to do some other things. When we get to the point of having glass production, we're going to do a fish tank and try to get everything set up all nicey nice for them. But thanks everyone for coming to check out the stream. Appreciate you coming to hang out tonight. Our first stream of 2019. We should get back into a normal groove. I have to figure out what my schedule is going to look like this week. To know what we're going to be streaming, but we will be streaming some more Oxygen Not Included for sure on Thursday night. Look for that at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Thanks to everyone who sent in a super chat tonight. Really appreciate it. And welcome to our new member, Kate McGinnis, who's a new channel member as well. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.